We're talking to Shelby Scales, CEO, President of AMAC. Shelby, thanks so much for having this event here. Let's talk about what AMAC has accomplished in 2015, and let's talk about the forecast for 2016.
Very good. So we're very proud to increase our membership by over 25% in 2015. We attributed that to our regional model. So we have taken our model from the annual conference to really go out into the regional marketplaces where there's opportunities and really help those regional airports connect with these small business members to those construction and concessions opportunities. And by doing that, we picked up new members, but we also bring value add to our airports because we're connecting them better to a larger marketplace, not just their city, but on a regional basis. There are many contractors, professional service providers that might be in their region, but not in their immediate area. So we're very proud about that. We've accomplished a lot on the legislative agenda side with working with K&L Gates and our congressional tri-caucus members on both sides of the House, and we want to expand that in 2016. So we are really looking to engage all of our members in 2016 with a very robust legislative agenda, but also our regional forums.
What do our AMAC members need to do to help you do what you do on their behalf?
They need to get involved. They need to show up at our regional and annual conference and learn about the opportunities, partner with each other to do business to business so that they can bring more capacity to the opportunities. Many of our airports that we're working with have billions of dollars in available airport projects, but the contract may be so large that the smaller companies can't participate in a competitive way. So I want our members to begin to look at doing business together. Teaming, joint venturing, but just forming conglomerates together in 2016. We also want them to get engaged in the political process. There's a lot of policies that are coming on tap, so to speak, in D.C. as it relates to the FAA reauthorization bill. So we want them to be educated about that. They can go to our website and they can learn about what our position statements are and how that impacts their ability to compete and be prosperous in contracts. And we want them to show up at our fly-in. This year we hope to be at the White House, hosted by several of our congressional members that have airports within their districts, but also by U.S. DOT.
What do you say to the minority business, small business owner who says, well, I've tried to get my foot in the door, but I just can't do it. It's not working.
I would say really look at the market and what the market is buying. So in the instance of our eastern region, we have New York, we have MWA, we have BWI, we have Philadelphia. A lot of those airports are expanding internally as it relates to vertical build. They're building new concourses and they're also doing flat work. They're building construction on their runways. So you got to know what airports are buying, and that's kind of like on the construction side. But on the professional services side, I would say if you have not been successful, go back to those procurement directors and ask them who won the bid and why were they more competitive than the next person. And also you've got to involve yourself in the governance of the airport. Go to the board meetings and let people know that you're out there and what you're selling and what your portfolio looks like, because oftentimes people do business with who they know. It's
all about the relationship.
It really is about the relationship, and oftentimes we want to sell what we want to sell instead of what the entity is buying. But I would tell you, when you look at an airport is like a mini city. So don't just focus on the airport authority, but focus on their business partners like the rental car companies, like the airlines, and many other companies that are on the airport grounds, because everybody is buying something to do business to move those passengers through the airport. And so I would say, start with AMAC, because we have a lot of inroads with who you need to talk to and what airports are looking for. So as a member, stay in touch with us and engage in our process. But also, if you're having struggles or challenges in a particular marketplace, call us up and we'll help you with that.
Do you have a message that you would like to send to the airport directors?
Absolutely. And I would say that diversity inclusion is good business because it gives you a good product at the end of the day, and more than likely it makes you more competitive as a business. So don't discount a minority or woman-owned business because of their certification status as being a disadvantaged business, but really look at the service and product that they bring to your organization. Does that give you a cutting edge? Does that give you a new way of doing business? Because that's what a lot of our members bring to the table. They bring new technology, they bring new services, they bring a different way of looking at how to produce your business. And so I would say to the C-suite, as you say, take a look at small businesses because oftentimes they are the key to the next generation of how we do business and do it more effectively.
Now, you mentioned certification. How important is certification?
Certification is very important in our industry because oftentimes it's the first entry point for you getting a contract. Many of our airports have what we call a DBE, which deals with construction projects, and we have a airport concessions DBE program which deals with the concessions. But there's also many procurement opportunities that you don't need a certification for, but many of our entities are looking for diversity inclusion, so you would have to get certified by a third party like a WeBank or like a National Supplier Development Council or a state hub office. But generally everyone wants to report and show that they are using small, diverse companies in their procurement process. And so that's really a beginning step for you, but it's certainly not the be-all.
All right, we're getting ready in just a matter of days to move into 2016. What's the forecast?
The forecast is sunny and a lot of prosperity. So I would say you want to stay in the know. You want to check out our website very frequently. You want to engage in our committees and be a part of the activity. And again, if you're having some challenges, let us know so that we can pair you up or team you with the right professionals to help you get to the next level.
So would you agree that membership has its privileges?
Membership definitely has its privileges, Doris, and we spend a lot of time, massaging and cultivating the relationships for our members, and we need your membership. We are business ourselves, and we are out advocating on your behalf legislatively, as well as making sure the airports know who you are through our database. We also feature a lot of our members on our website and in our marketing collateral.
The Connections newsletter.
Absolutely. We have McMillon Communications is highlighted. Thank you very much. But again, I go back to the point for 2016 that we want our member businesses to do business with each other. So when you fly in an airport, look for an AMAC member. When you're going to an AMAC member airport, introduce yourself as an AMAC member because it does have privileges.
Well, thank you so much, Shelby. Thank you for the great job that you're doing. Thank you for advocating for us very proud AMAC members. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to AMAC family. Thank you.